Got any tobacco? It's Harmless Phosphorescence. Hello, everyone. This is your host, Stupid White Man Thoreau Smiley. Who's joining me?
I'm Josh Cece, and I'm going to have to fucking kill somebody.
I'm Brian Lesh, and I hope you don't mind if I play my electric guitar the entire episode.
I'm Alaric Weber. Do you know my poetry?
I do, Al.
I do.
Yeah. This is Harmless Phosphorescence, the deep dive movie podcast where we pick a theme or series, we watch the movies, we gather some research into the production and source material, and we tell you all about it. This show is brought to you by our patrons like executive producers Michael Beckwith and Atticus Burkett. You could be a patron too. Go to patreon.com/harmless entertainment. We got a lot of bonus content up there. We've got Star Wars shows and music shows and monthly movie episodes. Of course, our most recent monthly movie was, what was our last one? It was... It was so long ago.
Wild West?
No. That's the main feed.
That's a part of the theme.
Oh, yeah.
Our last monthly movie was, in fact, Raising Arizona.
Oh, yeah. That was a good one.
Raising Arizona. Yeah. Before that, we did Clerks. There's a bunch. There are dozens and dozens of monthly movies up there, plus all the other shows. $1 a month is all it takes to be part of the movement that is taking America by storm.
We were on Ed Sullivan.
And India.
The movement is giving us $1. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Come on.
If you accept my apology, send $1 to Sorry Dude.
That is patreon.com/harmless entertainment. This week on Harmless Phosphorescence, we are knee deep into our Western miniseries. We are doing Westerns. We're picking Westerns to watch. We did Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, Wild Wild West, and this week Al got to pick, and the movie we are watching is Dead Man.
Last night, my youngest son, Charlie, was gunned down in cold blood. The gutless murderer, one Mr. Bill Blake, also stole a very spirited and valuable horse. I want him brought here to me. Alive or dead don't matter, though I reckon dead would be easier.
Johnny Depp, Gabriel Byrne, Robert Mitchum in Dead Man.
The hunt is on.
He came west to find a new future.
How do you do, sir? I'm Bill Blake, your new accountant.
What he found instead
Charlie.
was trouble.
Don't!
Now there's a reward on his head.
You were a poet and a painter, and now you are a killer.
And a band of bounty hunters on his trail.
I don't give a shoot who saw what and who did what or who did who. Good God, I'm hit!
That weapon will replace your tongue, and your poetry will now be written with blood.
Sir, would it be presumptuous of me to ask you for your autograph?
It's not a bad illustration of you, William Blake.
Johnny Depp gives a riveting performance, says the LA Times.
You William Blake?
Yes, I am. Do you know my poetry?
Dead Man. Original soundtrack by Neil Young.
You know, I've had it up to here with this Indian malarkey. I haven't understood a single word you've said since I met you. Not one single word.
Are you sure you have no tobacco?
Dead Man. It was released to theaters on May 10th, 1996. It's a running time of 120 minutes. It cost $9 million. It made $1 million at the box office. So it was not a hit, but it wasn't really supposed to be. I mean, it was a Jim Jarmusch acid western, like.
Right. Yeah. Who's going to the theater?
Yeah, in 1996.
By and large.
Yeah. It premiered at Cannes in 95. Got national distribution a year later.
I remember us being aware of it pretty soon after it came out.
I feel like I thought I watched it in 95 on video, but it must have been later.
I guess maybe a little later.
Yeah.
I didn't see it until I was living with Dave at the house on Lee, which would have been my sophomore year. So that was like 96.
Yeah. I remember renting it from Casa Video.
I watched it at Dave's and then at the Compound W also.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was mid 90s. It was before Johnny. It was when Johnny Depp was still like indie darling and Tim Burton Johnny Depp.
Before the pirate. See.
Yes.
He's the guy from Gilbert Grape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. He was Edward Scissorhands.
He was Johnny Regular Hands.
It didn't make much money at the box office. So let's go ahead and play the box office top 10 game. This is the game where I will describe the top 10 movies of the week of May 10th, 1996. And these fine, fresh young fellows here will try to guess what movie I am describing.
Thank you.
Yeah, the young fresh fellows. The relatable reference.
Yeah, young fresh. Yeah.
To the time. All right.
By 96, it was almost over for the young fresh fellows. They were no younger.
They were old.
They were old, stinky fellows.
Stale.
Yeah, old stale.
The old stale fellas. Alive.
So here we go. The top 10 movies of the week of May 10th, 1996. At number 10 at the box office for the week of May 10th, 1996. On the run after murdering a man, an accountant encounters a strange person who prepares him for a journey to the spiritual world.
Dead Man?
Dead Man opened at number 10. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't really expecting it to make the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot he was an accountant.
Yeah. Technically, he's an accountant. It's a huge drop off because the number 9 movie this week made $1.5 million, and the number 10 movie this week made $164,000. So people watched 9 movies that week, and they're like, we don't need a 10th one, really. And speaking of number 9, the number 9 movie at the box office this week. When a gang shoots his father, Bookman returns to his hometown, rounds up some of his own people, and begins an all-out war to restore the neighborhood to its rightful sense of justice.
Barbershop.
To Wong Fu. This Bookman. Yeah, this movie stars Fred Williamson, Jim
as
Brown,
Bob Bookman.
as John Bookman.
I like that.
Fred Williamson, Jim Brown, Pam Grier, Paul Winfield, Richard Roundtree. Hey. Yeah. I vaguely remember this existing. I definitely never saw it. It was directed by Larry Cohen. Okay, that is not the name I expected with that cast.
Yeah. But I know who he is.
Yeah. This is called Original Gangstas.
Oh.
I mean, Richard Roundtree and Pam Grier. It is
original
Gangstas. At number 8 at the box office this week, a very similar movie. An orphan lives with his 2 cruel aunts and befriends some anthropomorphic bugs. So they go to New York.
James and the Giant Peach.
James and the Giant Peach. Yep. Henry Selick's follow-up to The Nightmare Before Christmas. At number 7 at the box office, the boxing champs... That's a weird way to start this sentence. The boxing champ's promoter thinks change is needed. He finds the one man who's beaten his champ. A guy in a rock band. Like Rocky, he trains heavily, whereas the champ slacks. This one we got
Joe Lewis.
We got Sam Jackson, Jeff Goldblum, Peter Berg, Corbin Burnson, and John Lovitz.
The burn.
Cheech Marin, John Rhys-Davies. Wow, there's a lot of people in this. Jamie Foxx, big cast. Yeah, boxing movie. Sam Jackson and Jamie Foxx seem to be kind of the leads.
Well, when
here.
you said like Rocky, was that in the description?
That was in the description.
Is it a Rocky movie?
No, it is not a Rocky movie.
I didn't think so, but.
Sam Jackson plays the boxing promoter. This character's name is the Reverend Fred Salton. Fantastic.
In the something the ring in the.
No, it's the guy who's up against him is a white guy, and the main boxer is Jamie Foxx. It's called The Great White Hype.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. At number 6 at the box office this week, a cabaret owner and his companion agree to pretend to be straight parents so their son can introduce them to his fiance's right-wing conservative parents.
The Birdcage.
The Birdcage.
La Cage aux Folles.
Damn good movie. That's the one that made me aware of Nathan Lane as like.
Yeah, I think so too. And Hank Azaria. That's a brilliant movie. It's one of those.
Azaria, I forgot about it.
It's one of Hank Azaria's.
Best roles.
Best.
So good in that. Yeah.
Agajar. Yeah, I don't know. One of those just perfect little things.
Yeah, just so good. So good. I remember watching that in the theater and the audience was just eating it up.
Yeah, my mom and my grandma took me to watch that in the movie theater, knowing full well what it was about, which is fascinating.
No, that's perfect. I never realized John Wayne walked that way.
Yeah. And I mean, it made $124 million. It was a humongous hit in 1996.
And Mike
Robin
Nichols.
Williams,
Yeah, absolutely. At number 5 at the box office this week, a group of gentlemen of fortune visit a legendary lost city located in Tibet. They plan to steal a priceless statue during the martial arts tournament.
This is a Mortal Kombat, isn't this?
It is not a Mortal Kombat. It looks like it's a Van Damme. Roger Moore's in it. Crazy.
He is a man of fortune.
Yeah. I don't know. This is one I don't think I've ever heard of, or maybe.
No, it took a swift left turn in the description.
Yeah, I mean, the martial arts tournament makes sense since it's Van Damme, but that's not what I expected.
Van Damme was in Street Fighter.
He was,
yeah.
Street Fighter.
Yeah. This is called The Quest.
All right.
Yeah, like
keep it vague.
Yeah, pick a noun. That's your movie.
Yeah.
Cars.
God damn it! Here's $1 million. God
damn it! You did it again.
The Quest. God, that's so late. There's like a martial arts tournament. They could have called it the tournament. That's better than the Quest.
Yeah.
Like, no shit, it's a quest. It's a movie.
Yeah.
Has anyone made a movie called The Plan?
Oh, absolutely.
Just the Plan.
The Plan.
That's what Ocean's 11 should have been called.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
So at least,
but back then they had to trick you to go into the theater. You had no framework. Like The Quest. Well, that might be fun. Everybody likes a quest.
This movie's really bad. It needs a really good name.
It's just like, why is Roger Moore at a martial arts tournament?
Okay.
You tricked me again.
There's the most recent movie called The Plan is from 2017. Just any. Okay. What genre do you think it is?
Rom-com.
No.
Oh, it wasn't like a Planned Parenthood.
Christian hype.
You say Christian
hype?
Christian hype, yeah.
Yeah, I knew Christian.
Oh, the yeah. No, it is not.
Is it a crime movie then?
Nope. It's horror.
Shame.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess you gotta have plans sometimes.
5 college friends have a reunion in a castle in Italy.
Sounds like a plan.
The local legend says the queen of the castle, Joanna of Anjou, was blamed for the local drought and famine. Before she was hung by the villagers, she placed a curse in her journal, then killed herself. There's not much of a plan here, really, honestly.
Yeah, I know whose plan.
The group is intrigued by
Ron's
the legend.
plan.
And one night when drunk, they enter the forbidden room.
Oh, yeah, see, that's not the room. You shouldn't go into that room.
That's not, they still didn't have a plan.
It says right here, forbidden room.
They find her journal, and then the spirit returns and kills. Yeah, I'm unsure what the plan was, honestly.
I don't know either, but I love it when a plan comes together.
Yep. Hopefully it did. I don't know if it was the dead queen's plan. The college. I still talk to people I knew at that age, but can you imagine us renting an Italian castle? Just like we're meeting at Peter Piper.
Yeah, we're gonna rent an Italian castle.
Yeah, that whole thing sounded off book.
With a forbidden room.
Like, no, I'm not going to Italy to see you.
All right, number 4 at the box office for the week of May 10th, 1996. A high-profile murder intrigues a publicity-hungry lawyer. He's like, that murder intrigues me.
It's high profile. Is this a Grisham?
I don't think so.
Not the client.
I don't think it's a Grisham. It stars Richard Gere and Laura Linney.
The bailiff's daughter.
Damn. The bailiff's daughter. It'd be like, bailiff, remove this man from the courtroom. I can't. My daughter needs me to pick her up from school.
I've got to pay for community college.
Fred.
No Country for Low Profile Murders.
Frances McDormand and Ed Norton are in this too. And
Primal Fear.
Wow, good. Primal Fear, yes. How did you get that, Josh?
Because Norton and Gere. I thought Primal Fear, but then you didn't name Edward.
Is that
Norton.
He's like fifth
rhyming
down.
mnemonic? You're like Norton and Gere, Primal Fear.
No, because I've never really liked Richard Gere all that much. I don't dislike him, but I was never like, oh yeah. And I remember my friend Sierra, not long after this, like, you should watch this. It's pretty, Edward Norton pretends to either have multiple personality or he's a savant, and then when Richard Gere gets him off, he like winks all Kaiser Soze style.
That's right. This is the one that made Edward Norton be like, that made everyone be like, oh, Ed Norton's going to be a big deal now.
Yeah.
And it was exactly the amount of flavor you'd expect from Gere and Norton.
So mayonnaise with like a little salt.
Yeah, just not
Mayonnaise
bad
on your rice.
You're not like, this is bad.
Yeah,
something you'd rather be eating.
Yeah, this isn't bad, but it is just a turkey on wheat. Like, sure, it's a good sandwich, but
what do you want?
It's not like a good sandwich. At number 3 at the box office this week, a young girl, new to Catholic school, befriends a group of outcast students. But then things go wrong.
Adam's Family 2?
No. This is
Saved?
This is more of a teen film. It was remade actually recently. We got Fairuza Balk in here. Nev Campbell.
The Craft?
The Craft. Yes, The Craft.
She gets around. She's always down.
Yes. At number 2 at the box office this week, a successful veterinarian and a radio show host with low self-esteem asks her model friend to impersonate her when a handsome man wants to see her.
Is this the truth about cats and dogs?
It is. It's like gender flipped Cyrano de Bergerac. Yeah.
Uma and Janine Garofalo.
Uma and Janine, exactly. And who was the guy? Oh, just some Ben Chaplin, whoever that. Oh, one of those guys that they're like, maybe he'll be a movie. No, he won't. Okay, thanks. Bye. Go be on Law and Order for a while.
That is where they send you.
Yeah. Like, yeah, you're going to be on Law and Order or some sort of SVU somewhere.
In the legal. All right, never mind. Sorry.
And at number 1 at the box office this week, opening at number 1, in fact, Weather.
Twister,
yes. Weather.
Wow. 96?
96? Twister was 96, yeah.
That took the world by storm, that one.
It really took
you could do weather puns.
It really took the wind out of the sails of all the other movies.
All the other movies. The truth about high pressure systems.
That is the box office top 10 game for the week of May 10th, 1996. That brings us to the production of the film itself. This movie was written and directed by Jim Jarmusch. Jim Jarmusch, auteur, kind of a indie darling auteur, came up in the mid to late 80s. Stranger Than Paradise was probably one of his early kind of ones that like didn't break through necessarily, but brought him to the attention of like film snobs.
I remember Night on Earth.
Night on Earth.
Was that him?
Yes. Yeah, Night on Earth was the first one of his that I probably really watched.
Giancarlo is in that.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, and that was a real like people are just hanging out doing stuff without any plot happening.
Slacker-esque.
Yeah, exactly. Down by Law was another of his early ones. Mystery Train.
Yep.
Coffee and Cigarettes was one of his later ones, but yeah, very slacker cinema. He's been making movies. The Dead Don't Die he made in 2019, and just this year, this is how we treat our tours now. This year he got him a film made, and it's being put out by Mubi, which Mubi is a weirdly pro-auteur and strangely successful niche streaming service. They're the ones who financed and distributed what was the movie with Demi Moore and
The Substance?
The Substance, yeah.
So that was good.
Yeah. So like
Mubi produced
Mubi.
The Substance?
Yeah. M-U-B-I, Mubi. They're weirdly auteur focused and are trying to because like half of their
Are they associated with Tubi? Oh,
no,
I'm sorry.
no. They have nothing to do with Tubi. They just have an unfortunately similar name.
I interrupted you though.
Yeah, but no, they're weirdly like they make a lot of very like not a lot. They distribute a lot of indie and auteur focused films, and are now beginning to produce and distribute actual like new films. So,
nice.
Yeah, they're trying to like A24 it, but they are also a streaming service. It's kind of weird. Broken Flowers. I forgot about that one. That was a good movie.
That was a good movie.
That was a Jarmusch also. So of course he got a lot of this. There's not a lot of background to this. Like Jim Jarmusch wrote this movie and then made it.
They kind of seem like they're just kind of made, like people get together and he's kind of writing them the day before they go out and do stuff.
There's definitely
this one less than the other ones.
There's definitely a lot. I don't want to say improvisation, but there's definitely a lot of like, not improvisation in like in like a
dialogue
Seth
sense.
Rogen kind of way, but
Yeah.
in a like we're kind of like figuring this out as we go along, kind of similar to what's his face Before Sunrise, Linklater. Yeah.
I'm reading a Days of Confused oral history right now. It's pretty
wow.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it's not interesting, but it's fun. It's the way you would expect, as far as anecdotes. But yeah, and in this, and obviously intentionally because it's a Western. But yeah, I think Brent, like the character movement and blocking and the sound design seems very like just turn it on. Let's just turn it on. And
Well, and but and it's also like the weird kind of way they talk in a straightforward but stilted theatrical manner.
Yeah,
I feel like this is almost one of his most Lynchian films.
Yeah, I can dig that.
But yeah,
and one of his human metaphysical. They're usually grounded. Literally, a jail cell, a train.
Yeah, and it's just
a cab.
Yeah,
taxi cab.
Yeah, and it's just people talking about stuff. It's not much happens in most of his films. This is actually weirdly one of his most action-packed films.
And cinematic films as far as beats.
Yeah, he has shots of like landscapes, and he has like a camera moves once. So
it's a movie.
Yeah.
This was dubbed an acid western or a psychedelic western, which was actually a term that came about in the 60s and 70s.
Oh, is it Topo?
Oh, really?
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
Topo, El Topo. Yeah, that's on the list.
El Topo. That's
is it Leon?
No. El Topo is not Leon. It is Jodorowsky.
Oh.
Yeah.
Far out. Yeah, I would put like The Quick and the Dead in there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But like some people have even put Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid in that.
Yeah,
kind of.
I would. Yeah,
that movie's hilarious.
It is. But it's very untraditional.
When westerns moved away from like The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, Rio Bravo, and started exploring counterculture in a way.
Yeah. When 60s
Riding the
counterculture
Whirlwind
decided to start decided to start making westerns. Yeah.
Or genre bending.
Yes. Yeah.
Instead of the Truffaut kind of, like capturing slice of life, which was super important.
Yeah.
But yeah, finally realizing our hero Mel had something to do with that as well. Anyone can make any kind of movie. You don't have to be John Ford.
Yeah. It was really interesting in that period where they realized like you can have a realistic dialogue within an already established genre.
Yep. Contemporary themes. What?
Yep. And yeah, this one took the slacker indie and made a western.
From what I looked up, this was actually, I don't know, someone calls it, I don't know enough about William Blake and his works, but someone wrote a 30-page journal article about how this whole movie is largely based on the literary works of William Blake. The scene with Thel with the paper flowers is almost a literal adaptation of one of his poems, The Silk Rose, I believe it was called.
Wow. There's definitely some Greek. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, and it wasn't just like, random quotes of William Blake, but the whole movie, the whole vibe is kind of based on William Blake's worldview or his central tenet.
Yeah,
it kind of it moves like an Irish poem.
Yeah,
sort of ambling.
Yeah. William.
There's also Greek tragedy in there for sure.
Sure.
He's crossing the river Styx.
Yeah. William Blake was a part of the Romantic movement of the 18th and early 19th century.
Like Byron and those guys.
Yeah, exactly. So it was, which at the time was like, a step forward in that they were more, not plain spoken, but like that they spoke of a more personal, subjective experiences rather than like the gods.
External.
Yeah. It was one of the earlier literary movements to focus on an individual's experiences rather than humanity's experiences.
Mm-hmm.
But Dead Man obviously is very focused on William Blake. We in addition to that, there's a fair amount of there's I don't want to say stunt casting, but there's a lot of music casting in this. We've got Iggy Pop, we've got the keyboardist for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Oh, Benmont Tench?
Yes. Benmont Tench.
Benmont Tench, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The name.
His name. Oh, yeah, not in the film. No, his real name is Benmont Tench.
Yeah, Benmont Tench.
But Tom Petty talked about how awesome that dude's name was.
Yeah. So one of the guys is named Benmont Tench. The other guy, Billy Bob Thornton's character, is named George Jarkulius, who is a record producer.
Yes.
Probably my favorite character in the movie.
Yeah, and Jim Dickinson.
Terrible's what it was.
Yeah.
Good God, I'm hit.
Good God, I'm hit.
It burns like hellfire.
Jim Dickinson, who is Robert Mitchum's character, he's named after producer Jim Dickinson.
Jim Dickinson.
Yeah, is named after a blues producer from Memphis, Tennessee. And obviously, of course, the soundtrack is done by Neil Young.
Oh, did we get Jared Harris too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jared Harris was Benmont Tench.
Yeah. The cast is crazy. This cast is crazy.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
Nobody's name, he who talks loud and says nothing, was a reference to a James Brown song. Talking loud and saying nothing.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
It's awesome.
Neil Young largely improvised the soundtrack.
They put him in a room and showed him the movie, and he just played along with it.
He just played along. Yeah. Obviously,
I think Bob did the same with Pat Garrett.
Yeah. That movie.
Well, yeah.
Every time Bob shows up on screen, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I know, with this goofy grin.
Bob.
Alias.
Yeah. So obviously there's a couple pieces that are multi-instrumental that are a little more composed, but for the most part,
the opening titles.
Yeah, exactly. But for the most part, he had a guitar with a couple pedals and just kind of went off.
Works.
Yeah. It does. It fits it well. So our cast, obviously, we got Johnny Depp as our lead. Guy Farmer is nobody.
Gary Farmer,
I'm sorry, yeah. Gary Farmer is nobody. He's one of the, he's most recently I've seen him in Reservation Dogs.
Yeah.
He was great in that.
Yeah, he's worked steady.
Yeah.
So good in Reservation Dogs.
So good in that. But yeah, he's one of those guys that throughout the 80s and 90s was like, if you need a Native American guy, you're probably going to get him. Been in so many things. Renegades.
He was in something else recently too.
Recently, let's
Was
see.
he in Killers of the Flower Moon?
He was not in that.
He's kind of stopped doing stuff.
Oh, he
like
was in
that.
The Curse.
Oh, that's
Sequel to The Plan.
Again, absolutely. Everyone should watch The Curse.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was also in Our Flag Means Death.
Watch that. I need to check that out.
Our Flag Means Death?
Oh, you have it?
Oh, watch
you
the
dig
fuck
it,
out
Brian.
of that, Brian. That is so up your alley. That's a
Not only-
Brian show if I've
I know
ever seen
you
a
like
Brian
Taika
show.
anyways, but his
I know that it's
Blackbeard
about
is just...
gay pirates. Is
Yeah.
all I know.
Yeah.
The
Which I'm
gay,
here
the
for.
gay is in there
I
because
mean, they're on a
Pirates
boat.
were
What else
gay.
are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you think the Navy got it from?
they were very fluid. They put a mop on your head and it was your bad weekend.
They were very fluid because you're at sea. And
No, I'm a pirate, but I'm not weird.
some
Not a butt pirate.
It's a different ship.
Crispin Glover is the trained fireman at the beginning.
Pole porter.
Yeah. The Boiler Man. Lance Henriksen was Cole Wilson. Michael Wincott.
We saw him in Alien,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
and Michael Wincott we saw in The Crow.
Yep.
Yep.
Eugene Bird played Johnny the Kid Pickett, the youngest bounty hunter. Have we seen him in anything? I don't know.
He's not the kid that played Basquiat, is he?
I don't think so.
No,
No,
Okay.
that was what's his face, the Watcher.
He was Wink in 8 Mile.
Oh, okay.
I saw him in something recently, but I can't. Maybe. Oh, I think he did. I think he did a voice in something Spider-Man.
He does a lot of voices. DC, it seems, mostly, but also Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the 2022 Netflix animated. Yeah, did a lot of voice work. Ooh, he's been in the Quantum Leap reboot and George and Mandy's First Marriage.
All right.
Yeah. Then of course we got John Hurt as the manager of the factory.
Yeah, I love John Hurt.
Wait, can we go back to George and Mandy's First Marriage? They just put the name, like we talk about in the top 10, like George and Mandy's First Marriage. They just named the movie,
they
the
just
fucking
named-
description. Just
And it's
stop
like,
there.
do they marry each other again?
Oh.
Because that's the only way that makes sense.
George and Mandy's First Wedding is a spin-off of The Big Bang Theory.
Oh, I hate it even more.
Yeah.
And
It's
that
a
makes
movie?
me upset.
No, it's a TV show.
Oh, thank God. At least it's a TV show. It can go and die in obscurity. At least nobody paid a lot of money for it to be on
It's
a theater.
That was a close one.
Yeah, it's an airing on live TV, not live. It's an airing on TV
you're
show.
saying Aryan?
So
It's on
So
ABC, I think, or something. Whatever.
less viewers than Tubi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
People who fell asleep.
45 people are watching, so it's the #1 show on Thursdays.
So I apologize. I mistakenly said Lance Hendrickson was in Alien. He was in fact in Aliens. but
Aliens. Yeah.
John Hurt.
He's an alien.
Alien with a $sign.
Yeah,
But John Hurt was an alien.
that's right.
So we've got
Lance was the robot.
got two synthetics
Yeah.
from the Alien universe in this movie.
That's what they made at the metal shop or Metalworks.
Yeah, they make.
We make robots.
They're making Terminators too.
Yeah.
Terminators too. Judgment Day.
Robert Mitchum plays John Dickinson, and like he's a classic. I mean, film star in general, but he did tons of westerns.
Yeah. That voice.
Yeah,
He was
that
in so many
voice.
things. Yeah.
That
Night
fucking
of the
voice.
Hunter. If you've
Fuck
never
yeah.
seen that,
Night of the Hunter's incredible. At the original Cape Fear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Cape Fear. Oh my God.
Yeah. Roger Ebert says Mitchum is his favorite movie star.
Really?
Yeah. Which is interesting. He's passed, right? Of course he did. Oh, in 1997. Yeah. Okay. For a long time. And of course, Iggy Pop plays Salvatore Saligenko.
He's dressed in the bonnet and prairie dress.
Yeah. I have a feeling Iggy Pop just showed up in that.
Oh, yeah. I bet it was his choice.
Yeah.
But then talking so fervently about the Bible. I don't know. This character's wild.
Yeah. Yes. So much.
And then when he asks him to say grace, it's like one of the most brimstone. Yeah.
It'd be like, we're about to eat beans, dude.
Yeah. Why don't we thank God? It's all the smoke.
Yeah. Gabriel Byrne is the Charlie Dickinson.
Guy who gets killed.
Yeah, the guy who gets killed.
Initially.
Still did love it.
Yeah, of course, Miller's Crossing, Usual Suspects. Have we? God, I feel like we've seen Gabriel Byrne in one of the movies we've covered, but I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah.
Then
he was a prestige actor.
Yeah, very prestige-y. Yeah. He was he was in Ballerina. I haven't seen that. The John Wick spinoff.
I want to see it. Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah, sure. It's a John Wick spinoff. Of course, it's going to be fun. And as we mentioned, Jared Harris playing Benmont Tench, who I know, like, obviously, for like huge, but who I always think of as Lane from Mad Men.
Yeah. He's Richard Harris's son.
Yeah, exactly.
I think of him as Harrison Seldon.
He played a pretty good John Lennon.
Oh, that's
in a very obscure film.
I've seen that.
Right.
I've just seen
two of
clips
us
of it on YouTube.
Yeah.
About a fictionalized version of The Last Meeting.
Yeah.
And John. The night that they almost went to 30 Rock.
Yeah.
When they saw that sketch.
Which that would have been like one of the biggest pop culture moments of all time if they had actually just done it.
Yeah.
What a bummer.
Well, maybe better, but still, yeah.
I guess one of two female speaking roles, Millie Avital, Millie of Avital, playing Thel, the paper flower girl. She's I don't know. She was a child actress, it looks like, and then she was in Stargate. Never really went anywhere. She is Israeli. Then, of course, as we mentioned, Billy Bob Thornton as Big George Draculius. Gibby Haynes.
Gibby.
It was the man with a gun in the alley.
He was also friends with Linklater.
Yeah.
He's a butthole surfer.
Another music, not reference, but another music connection. And then, of course, Alfred Molina as the missionary sales or store guy.
Mm-hmm.
Alfred Molina. Obviously, we have done, several Alfred Molina films, including from Spider-Man to Raiders.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
He's fun in this, too.
I first noticed him in Boogie Nights, but then I realized I knew him after going back.
Yeah, one of those guys who took years to become a name, but then once he did, you're like, oh my God, he was in everything.
He's in Coffee and Cigarettes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God,
I haven't watched that in a long time.
Michelle Thrush played nobody's girlfriend, or at least the girl nobody was getting down with. And she's actually has a huge filmography. She was in Fargo, Highlander, The Crow Stairway to Heaven, the one Crow movie that's a TV show. Never mind. Okay.
How did we miss a crow?
There was one crow we didn't do because it was a straight to video.
Straight to crow tape?
Yeah. Yeah, it was only released by Crow.
It was old Corbin only.
But yeah.
It's funny when you describe her as the girl nobody was getting down with.
Yeah. Sounds like Sarah Plain and Tall.
Yeah. I like Sarah Fancy and Short.
So do all the fellas.
But yeah. Yeah. That's about it. It was it was critically adored. The public ignored it. It was a Jim Jarmusch film. That's kind of how they went. How they kind of have always gone.
There was one uncredited actor that didn't make this list. Steve Buscemi was the bartender.
Yes. That's right.
Yep, you could tell.
I forgot about that.
That's right. Yeah. Yep.
No lines.
Yeah. Yep. No lines.
And, it's an acid Western or a modern Western, but it's a very traditional Western at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. He has all of the things. There's a saloon. There's
buffalo shooting.
Yeah. Wanted posters.
Windows.
Yeah.
But also just machines, iron. It's about the West being industrialized. So it hits a lot of those points too. It's why there aren't very many female characters in it. There weren't many female characters in the West.
Yeah.
Dudes had to dress up in bonnets and prairie dresses. Again, like pirates.
And wait for Philistines to come along.
Yep.
This film was reviewed by Siskel and Ebert.
Ask you for your autograph.
That's the fine young actor Johnny Depp in a new film called Dead Man from the independent filmmaker Jim Jarmusch. And let me tell you something about my reaction to this movie. After the film was over, I asked the projectionist to play the last half of it again. I can't say that I got it until the second viewing. Set in the 1870s, it's the story of a gentle young accountant from Cleveland who goes west in search of a job. And his face, as played by Johnny Depp, is a face of openness and peace. As the black and white film opens, his character, named William Blake, goes to the town of Machine, remember that name, and fails to get a job, but is befriended by a woman who takes him to bed. And his life is changed forever after he interacts with her jealous boyfriend, played by Gabriel Byrne.
Well, I never really loved you anyway. No, Charlie.
William ends up killing that man in self-defense, and it enrages the leading citizen of the town of Machine, Byrne's father, a crass industrialist played by no less than Robert Mitchum in a rare cameo role.
I want him brought here to me. Alive or dead don't matter, though I reckon dead would be easier. I'm hiring you boys on an exclusive basis, and I'm willing to pay more money than you've ever seen before.
On the run, William encounters a fascinating character next, an Indian who speaks English, always in epigrams. He's played memorably by Gary Farmer.
You cannot stop the clouds by the building of a ship.
What? Did I enjoy Dead Man? Well, mostly I enjoyed staring at it in the best sense. At the black and white images by the great cinematographer Robbie Mueller, and then at this friendship between the white man and the Indian. Maybe the best way I can describe it, it's like it plays in a deadpan natural way, as if somebody from the 1990s time traveled and dropped a video camera in the Old West with a very extended play tape, and then picked it up maybe a year later. What would have been recorded? Maybe something like Dead Man.
Well, I think you did a real good job of reviewing this movie because I had some of the same feelings. Now, I'm not recommending the film. I have seen it twice myself.
Yeah.
It just didn't engage me and it didn't move me, and yet as an exercise, let's say in a film class somewhere.
Yeah.
The energy in the scenes between Johnny Depp and Gary Farmer is really fresh and interesting. The cinematography is good. The attempt to show the Old West as it shows it is very interesting. Somehow, It doesn't come together, but it's a noble effort.
Well, that's kind of what I had the first time, Roger. That was the first. I said, you know, why aren't I more involved with it? And I guess it was a technical. I stood apart from it. The second time through, and mine was right afterward, because I felt like, am I missing something? That emotional connection. Then I started to put all the elements together, and I saw it of a piece. I saw a sensibility behind it. So, am I rooting for anybody? No, but am I observing the Old West from a contemporary point of view? Yes, I think I am.
One more footnote. Neil Young's music.
Beautiful.
It got on my nerves.
Oh, really?
It was that same discordant sound, that machine-made sound, over and over.
Didn't bother me at all.
Okay, when we come back, a sly British comedy named Cold Comfort Farm.
Okay, Siskel and Ebert, interesting. I feel like usually Roger is more of a proponent of the artsier films. I'm surprised Gene was into it more than Roger was.
Oh yeah, so was I.
It's funny that Roger picked on the soundtrack. Got on my nerves.
Yeah, interesting. They were putting on their critic hats a little more there rather than their like TV big budget movie recommender hats. Every once in a while you can see that they both, you know, like went to film school. They both like know about movies. They weren't just cranky guys that they decided to give a TV show to. So yeah, that's about it for the background, guys. We ready to jump into Dead Man?
Let's do it.
Here we go. This is Dead Man. We open with a quote by William Blake. It is preferable not to travel with a dead man.
That's not actually a William Blake quote.
Is it?
No.
Yeah, it was somebody else.
Ah, dang it.
Which is interesting, but it is somebody else.
Then afterwards, we cut to a train. We meet Johnny Depp's character, William Blake, an accountant from Cleveland, Ohio. He's riding by train to the frontier company town of Machine to take up a job promised to him as an accountant with the town's metalworks.
And we know none of this until about 6 minutes into the film.
Right. Exactly.
It was no dialogue until almost 6 minutes.
Yeah. Yep. And it was his travels. This is what this first scene is kind of where I was getting Lynch vibes from. Just the
yeah.
It didn't hurt that it was that Crispin Glover was being a weirdo with a soot face.
I like that we see the landscape change as he moves west.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they keep showing the pistons and the workings of the machine that is that was it.
I like it too, but geographically, I was watching this again and just like it doesn't quite track because at one point we're in what looks like Monument Valley, and then later they're on the plains shooting buffalo.
Right, which would have been in the Great Plains, which is far east of Monument Valley.
I don't think that was Monument Valley, but
I mean, it was definitely deserty, Utah maybe or something. But yeah, certainly,
Texas.
Certainly an area of the West that is.
Well, it ran out of Kansas City, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was meant to be a literal journey through the West. It was more of his, the metaphorical journey into the West of this man. And, his suit is a very like garish suit compared to everyone else's, very Eastern, very
plaid.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone else is just wearing, what's probably a brown or black suit, whereas he stands out from everyone else on the train.
Where'd you get that suit? Cleveland? Yeah, as a matter of fact, yes. I did get it in Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah. Then the train's fireman comes to talk to him.
Awkwardly,
yeah, because he's Crispin Glover and he says everything awkwardly. He warns him about the town of Machine.
That's the end of the line.
Yep. Talks about, his first line is like something about like, isn't it interesting how it reminds you of when you were in the boat? Which is not a literal reference to the end where he's in the boat, but is a symbolic circular reference to the end of the film.
How is it that the boat stays still while the landscape moves?
Yeah, he's a harbinger of his death, and maybe he's already dead. That's a question that can be asked.
Yeah. Well, and we find out a few things. He recently lost his parents, and he had a fiance leave him. So his life is kind of over already as far as he's concerned. Maybe he was heading out west to start a new life, but really he was heading out west because his life's over. He's already a dead man. Everyone starts shooting buffalo out of the window. Then we get a title card and a credit sequence.
I heard, I don't know if it was at Cannes, but at one of the first screenings of this movie, like when the credits started rolling after that whole first scene, that there was a standing ovation.
That sounds like Cannes. Cannes, they'll give a standing ovation. If you get less than a 10-minute standing ovation, it is considered a failure. So he arrives in town. This town is terrifying. The wall of like skulls and mounds of bones, and then just the machinery and the people just sitting, looking miserable, staring him down.
And when he gets off the train, it looks like there's some little saguaros. And we do see saguaros later in the movie.
Yeah.
I know this was filmed partly in Arizona, in a few places in Arizona, actually. Phoenix, Sedona, Peoria.
Oh, Peoria.
Peoria?
Yeah, Peoria. This is probably the biggest thing that ever came to Peoria. But yeah. It's funny, traveling recently to California, there is a single hill on the California side of the Colorado where there's like 7 saguaro. Like they just barely made it across.
That's interesting.
One of the things I really liked about the whole opening scene was the changing of the people. As Blake would go in and out of sleep, and he would just wake up and be an entirely different cast of people in the train car. And then the last one, they're all like fur-wearing, rifle-toting hunters.
Yeah, the end of the line was the end of the line.
Yeah. So he goes to the metalworks, presents himself to the manager as the new accountant, and finds out that the position has already been filled.
You're about a month too late.
It just took him so long to get there. They just decided to get somebody else who was already there.
Yeah, it's almost like he got this letter assuring him of a job, and then his parents died, and he had to like wrap up affairs. Yeah. Maybe something held him up.
Yeah,
in Cleveland, on Lake Erie.
Yep.
Yeah. So he demands since he does have the letter assuring him of a job, he demands to see the owner, John Dickinson. He goes in, and John Dickinson pulls a rifle on him.
I think it's hilarious because like he walks in the room and he doesn't see anybody. He sees like the smoking cigar and the portrait of Robert Mitchum of Dickinson.
Yeah.
Holding a gun, smoking a cigar. Fucking Dickinson was hiding under his desk. It's like he heard someone come in and he ducked behind his desk to ambush him.
Yeah.
That's how you took over businesses. You shot the guy.
Yeah, very much. Yeah. So Blake leaves without Dickinson hearing him out. He goes to the saloon. I like the bit with the bottle. He asks for a bottle and gives him a big bottle and sees the money.
Then counts his money.
Takes it back, gives him a small bottle. Yeah.
Just silently. He never even he never takes his hand off the big bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Steve Buscemi.
Right.
He's still holding it while he's counting the money and just gently pulls it away.
Yeah. So Blake goes out into the street where he sees a man roughing up Thel. She used to be a prostitute. Now she's selling paper flowers. He throws her. The man throws her to the ground.
I believe that man might have been slightly inebriated.
Yeah. So Blake helps her up, helps her gather her things, and walks her home.
After he's caught staring at her.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
First time I ever heard, why don't you just paint my portrait? As opposed to, why don't you just take my picture? Which I'd heard several times when you get caught staring at someone.
Yeah. Take a
It'll
picture.
last longer.
It'll last longer. Yep.
Yeah, there. Yeah.
Paint my portrait. It'll last. It's like, all right, stand still.
Yeah, don't move.
Hold perfectly still.
Yeah. So, in her room, she talks about how she wants to make flowers out of cloth. This is the bit that Al was saying was directly relating to a William Blake poem or story poem. I don't know, a William Blake piece of writing.
It was a poem.
A poem.
Yeah. The Silk Rose, I believe it was called.
And
she makes him smell the flowers. Like, what does it smell like? It smells like paper. Well, it is paper.
Yeah.
All right.
It's funny because it's very poetic and romantic, and there's like close-ups and like obviously like at this point like the music is like sounding romantic, but then there's just shots of like a close-up shot of her boobs, like full frame.
Well, man cannot live on Iggy Pop in a dress alone.
He cannot. We cut to some time later. They're in bed together. The door bursts open, and Charlie comes in. He's her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, so there's an older Western song. Woody Guthrie gets credit for the most famous version, but like Philadelphia Lawyer. The idea of some, hot shot from back east coming to town and stealing a cowboy's girl.
Yeah.
Just very romantic Western themes.
Yeah, very much. So yeah, he's mad. He and Thel have some words. She says, I never liked you anyways, or I never loved you anyways.
Charlie was actually like really chill about this situation. It was very matter of fact, like, it wasn't my choice to leave. And he's got the present. He's turning around like he was going to leave. He's just like, I won't bother you anymore. And then she has to open her mouth like, I never loved you. And that's when he pulls his gun out.
Yep. Yeah. And he shoots. He's going to shoot Blake. She kind of just covers him and he ends up killing her. And then Blake, because he had found her gun underneath the pillow earlier, he shoots Charlie.
Why do you have a gun? This is America.
Yep.
Guns in your area.
Well, yeah, you could take it as because I have the right to, and secondly, because it's a dangerous
I need to.
Yeah. So he goes out the window.
And critically, he gets shot too. The bullet passes through Thel.
Yes.
And into his chest.
Yeah. He gets wounded, but it doesn't kill him. So he goes out the window.
Or does it?
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Or does it?
He is now a dead man. He's essentially a walking. From this point on, he is really a walking dead man.
Yeah.
I love that I hadn't even considered that until you said it, though, Josh.
What?
Now I'm just like, it's colored the whole movie. Was he dead the whole time?
Oh yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Nobody
I
can
think
see
maybe
him.
I was too stoned to make that
Well,
connection.
I mean, there's two ways to look at it. He's a walking dead man, and he's metaphorically dead from here, or literally he was killed, and this whole thing is his last minute fever dream of
Right, that's the Greek tragedy type elements, the journey. Well, a lot of religions, but that there's a journey. It's not just heaven or hell. You punch your ticket.
Yeah. You've got to get to the afterlife.
I mean, he's going to the end of the line. What a foreboding. Mm-hmm.
Yep. He takes a horse, a fine Pinto, and
well, that was a higher crime in the territories than murder.
Well, yeah, no, and the
horse thieves, you could hang them right then and there.
Yeah, well, and Robert Mitchum is like, I want that horse back.
Yep.
Like
my son, you expected to lose a son. Don't take my horse.
I need that horse. Yeah. He rides out. He wakes up later, finds a Native American man trying to cut the bullet out of his chest. He tells Blake the bullet's too close to his heart to remove.
So he built an arc reactor.
And the
what a way to wake up.
Yeah.
That would suck. Strange man prying at your chest with a knife.
Yeah, that would suck. I wouldn't like that much.
I hate Mondays.
Yeah. Was it he ate someone, said it tasted like lasagna. I bet he hates Mondays. He gets
President Garfield.
Yeah. Let me get this straight. Andrew Garfield hates Mondays and he loves lasagna.
What?
He gets angry when he asks Blake for tobacco, but Blake doesn't have any. We cut back to Dickinson in his office with 3 killers.
So that's another reference. I'm sure you're aware of it, Thoreau. But yeah, many tribal nations would furnish you with tobacco for the afterlife.
Mm-hmm.
It was something to give the ancestors when you got there.
Yeah. Yes.
So
I actually witnessed that when my cousin passed.
Oh, yes. You were telling me about that. Absolutely. Yeah, I remember talking.
One of his cousins sprinkled some leaf tobacco, or actually it was Native American spirit, pouch tobacco.
Mm-hmm.
He brought along and sprinkled on top of the coffin and then inside.
So that's why it was fresh in my mind.
It's an offering to the loved ones in the beyond.
Well, and then once he gets tobacco at the end, we're not there yet, but he gets tobacco. When he does finally get tobacco, that's when he's able to actually go on to the afterlife.
And it was one of those things you don't think about it, but it can't grow out here, really. So you had to bring it on the train or with you, and what a commodity.
Yeah, because it's the 1800s, and first off, besides not knowing about cancer, it was just you're going to take any
people enjoy it.
Yeah, you're going to take any comfort you can out here.
Any respite.
Yeah. We cut Dickinson's office. There's 3 killers there: Cole Wilson, Conway Twill, and Johnny the Kid Pickett. They're waiting for him, practicing pulling their guns.
I love these three guys.
Me too.
Yeah. Dickinson enters. He says Charlie was his son. He wants them to find him, bring him back dead or alive, and get
He
the
tells
horse.
this to the bear.
Yes. Yeah.
Talking to a fucking bear.
Yep. And bring back the horse. We cut back to Blake and nobody. We don't know he's nobody yet. He's trying to cure Blake. He's using some folk medicine on him. Meanwhile, Dickinson, we cut back to him. He puts out a public reward for Blake.
After he told those three guys, like, I'm hiring you on an exclusive basis.
Yeah. So that was a lie.
Straight up lie.
Which is also kind of the same thing he did. This is interesting because this is the same thing he did to Blake. He was offered Blake a job and then it got somebody else. He gives these three a job and then offers it to somebody else. And everyone he gives a job to, and this ends up dead.
Yeah, he's putting them in these situations they wouldn't normally be in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good point. I never caught that. He's a machine.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And the machine, the town of Machine, and all the industrial. Yeah. The West is becoming
and the lack of imagination.
Yeah.
all those months on the Oregon Trail, and the best they could come up with is Portland. Yeah. What about that city in Maine? Yeah, sure, go with that.
I think this is the last time we see Dickinson when he's telling John Hurt to put out the telegram.
Yeah, Robert
I'm
Mitchum
sure he had a one
day on set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like Hopper in that Crow movie, he came to play.
Yep.
And very pointedly, like, and make sure you put a description of that Pinto. I want that horse back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely.
God damn.
Yep.
I can't get my son back, but I can get that horse. Maybe.
You know, it's almost, as far as the machine's concerned, it's almost like this entire movie, Blake is raging against it in some way.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah. Brian's wearing an Evil Empire shirt. My recent trip to California, ate at a rib place called Ribs Against the Machine. They were really good.
I bet.
Meanwhile, Blake wakes up. Nobody tells him that the bullet's too close to his heart to take out. We find out at this point that his name is Nobody. When he learns that Blake's name is William Blake, he has a bit of a reaction because of the poet William Blake. It's unclear whether he thinks he's
a reincarnation or thinks
he is literally William Blake.
Or just dead.
Yeah.
Like William Blake.
Because William Blake was dead at this point.
Oh, yeah. By like a good 50, 60 years.
In history.
Yeah.
And nobody would know that. Nobody would know that.
Well, and he says, then you must be a dead man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just before this, they show the three bounty hunters walking through the place where Blake and Nobody just were, and they do that several times. Like they're right on their heels.
Yeah,
the whole time.
It's like True Grit,
showing our protagonists in one spot, and then like moments later, the bounty hunters following.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, William Blake has never heard of the poet. The killers, we see them tracking them more. This is where we learn that Cole had sex with his parents and then killed and ate them.
Yeah. the levels of Greek.
Men.
Yeah. It's a little hat trick there, I guess. So,
Oedipus Cole.
Like, men will literally fucking eat their parents to avoid therapy.
Anything.
And we find out that Conway Twill sleeps with a teddy bear.
Yes, he does. Which teddy bears had not yet been invented at this point.
Roosevelt.
That's right. Yeah.
So we cut back to Blake and nobody. Nobody's telling him about his past. He was stolen as a young person by Europeans who took him east, took him to several different cities. Was it Toronto? Was that the first one?
Toronto was in there. I can't remember the other.
There was Toronto.
Detroit. I think you said Detroit.
Philadelphia, I feel like, was in there somewhere. I don't know.
And then England.
Yeah, and then to England.
But he's Exhibit. Nobody is fascinated that they were able to move all the white men from city to city.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Go to a new city and all the same white men are there.
Yep.
Still.
Yeah, I hear you. We look all the same to me.
Yeah, I look the same to me. So
yes, I look like a lot of guys.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So in England, he became familiar with the works of William Blake. Then he was able to escape and come back home, where he told his people the stories of white men, but they didn't believe him. And then that's where they named him Exebache, he who talks loud, saying nothing. Nobody decides he's going to help.
I thought you said your name was Nobody. I prefer Nobody.
Yep.
He is going to help Blake to his place in the spirit world. Blake and Nobody travel. They encounter a trio around a fire. This is Iggy Pop, Billy Bob Thornton, and
Jared Harris.
Jared Harris. That is a group of guys. That is a group of people I would find very interesting to hang out with.
Totally.
I feel
there are two really clever lines when the two are watching this campsite down there. Nobody tells them to go talk to them. And Blake says, "What if they kill me? Nobody will observe." And then, as he's about to go, it's like, what's the best way to get down there? Be quiet and go.
That is the best way.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he goes down, he talks to them. At first,
what's a scourge?
At first they're friendly-ish, but curious about him.
Touching his hair and his suit.
Yeah.
Purdy.
And his hat. Purdy.
Yep. That's when they decide, and then at some point they decide they're going to kill him, but who's going to kill him?
Not kill him.
Yeah. Okay, not kill him.
First,
have
something
him.
else.
Yeah.
Jared Harris with the knife. It's like, feel the edge on that knife. It's sharp, isn't it?
How do you get your hair like that, Prel?
Yeah.
That is sharp.
Yeah. So, but then they fight, and
and here's another one. When he's about to shoot, when Big George is about to shoot Blake, it's like, I guess nobody gets you.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody sneaks up on George.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they end up. Jared Harris shoots Billy Bob Thornton in the foot. And that incredible line delivery for Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah, and then they nobody sneaks up, kills them, and Iggy Pop gets they kill them all. Then Blake gets the beans. He
his last meal.
Fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
Yep. They travel on. They find some wanted poster with a bounty for Blake's death or capture. He's pretty upset by this. Meanwhile, the killers find the wanted posters. They get upset. The kid starts just yelling at them. He's had enough. And then this is the point where
I'm out in Schitt's Creek with 2 local lunatics.
Yep.
One who can't stop yapping and one who don't say nothing.
Yeah, and at this point, Cole just shoots him.
Oh,
or is it like, Dickinson? No,
no, Cole. Cole shoots him, but the kid, he like bends down to drink some water from a standing pool. It's like, I wouldn't do that. It's bad for your health. Fuck you. Fuck me.
Yep.
That's all.
It shoots him in the back of the head. It's like no honor.
Yeah.
With this guy.
I expect more from a parent fucker.
A parent fucker killer eater.
Don't mouth off to and turn your back on a parent killer fucker eater.
Yeah, this will just bugger you.
Yeah. They have
that could be understood if not condoned. What?
They have a different code of ethics.
But he ate the.
Yeah.
No, I remember that from Shawshank.
Yeah,
that could be the prosecutor's like he killed his wife. That could be understood
if not condoned. Yeah, no, but she had sex with someone else. Yeah, of course.
He raped his parents and then he ate them. Come on, we have to have some sort of laws.
Raping and killing your parents can be understood if not condoned.
But he ate them.
Like, who among us does not have sexy killable parents?
Sexy killable parents. Like the Waynes.
The Waynes. Or the Waynes. So yeah, they travel on. Later, around the fire, nobody takes some peyote. Blake asks for some and nobody's like, nah, bro, you don't need this shit. I think I want it. But then, nobody decides that he has to leave Blake alone. And so, and he must undergo a vision quest. Blake wakes up alone. He wanders around. He's found by 2 U.S. Marshals. Or they find his camp anyway. They're both bald.
Nobody took his eyeglasses.
Yes, so he can't see very well.
But he tells him at the time, perhaps you will see better without them.
He comes back to camp, kills the marshals. Well, he shoots one, and then the one marshal in falling shoots the other one, who doesn't quite die. So Blake goes up and kills him as he's on the ground, bleeding out. Meanwhile, the 2 remaining killers keep tracking Blake. They come across the marshals. Cole, there's like the whole thing where his head's in the fire pit.
Looks like a goddamn religious icon.
Mm-hmm.
And then squashes his head.
Yep.
I don't tolerate religion.
They travel on. Twill won't stop talking. So Cole kills him and eats him.
And Dickinson told him at the very beginning, told Conway Twill, it's like, you keep your goddamn trap shut.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, should have listened.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Yeah, this guy doesn't. This guy is killing and eating, doesn't stop with sexy parents.
My dad tried to teach me religion once.
Blake travels on. He experiences visions. He sees native people in the dark looking at him, but like it's
in the trees.
Trees. It's they're supposed to be like nature spirits of some sort or some sort of vision.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I actually took that to be literal, that these people came and they were looking at him. And then later, Blake comes across a dead white man killed by an arrow.
Yeah.
And then Cole comes along. Excuse me. Cole comes along and gets shot by an arrow. It was just like these 3 natives that he saw in the trees saw him but understood he was not their enemy.
Or he was already dead.
He was already dead.
He was already
They were
dead.
watching him pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By.
Yeah.
The landscape keeps moving, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the landscape keeps moving, but you stay still. Your bed stays still. Or the boat stays still.
There's the deer fawn scene.
Yeah, he finds a dead fawn and he puts its blood on his face. He mixes it with his own wound first, puts it on his face, and then lays down with it.
Now he has a spirit guide.
Mm-hmm. And then that night, walking through the wilderness, he finds nobody having sex with a native woman.
Under a bear pelt.
Yeah. Or might have been, was it bear?
It's still got the head on it.
Oh, it does. That's right.
I mean, yeah, well, so many penthouse layouts.
Yeah. I mean, that is really funny because certainly, Native Americans used pelts as blankets. That happened because you skin them, you tan it. It's it's warm.
Yeah,
yeah, it's good bedding. They didn't leave the heads on when they used them as blankets.
Yeah, no, that's an older rich person hunting bullshit.
Yeah.
No, this was a furry situation.
Yeah, they were all. That's true. They were yiffing.
So yeah. He cock blocks nobody. The woman has some words. I wish there was no translation of what she said. I wish I knew what she was telling him.
Probably like I've never been with a white guy.
There was no translation of any of the Native American dialogue, and that was on purpose.
Yeah. Yes.
There were actually a lot of inside jokes in what they were saying
I
that
bet.
only people who spoke those languages would get.
The West was like Chinatown.
It reminded
You
me
forget
of,
about it?
The Westworld episode.
Everyone's speaking a different language. You can't keep up.
Do you guys remember when they did that Westworld episode that none of it was in English?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The languages spoken in this were Cree and Blackfoot. Yeah. So they.
She didn't mean to call you that. What?
They decided to travel together again. They come to the trading post where we meet Alfred Molina. He's a missionary
Trading post guy.
Yeah.
Before that, when they're about to set off, Blake asks about his eyeglasses. Do you still have my eyeglasses? No, I traded them. Do you have any tobacco?
Yeah.
No, I traded it. For what? I'm not telling. Liar. Thief.
They're
very pally at this point.
Yeah, they are. They're old buddies now.
Real
absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah. Well, and Blake can finally after the Vision Quest, Blake feels much more confident and like he feels like he knows where he is and where he's going at this point. Whereas at the beginning, he was very tentative and didn't understand what was happening.
Yeah, he needed to be alone for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so at the trading post, The missionary refuses to sell tobacco to nobody. But when Blake asks for some, he's like, I do have some. He asks for Blake's autograph, and he stabs him with the pen in the hand, then kills him.
Because the missionary pulls a gun.
Yeah.
Like, it's all a ruse. Like, sign my wanted poster.
Yeah, because that was
suck on this gun.
Then a guy comes out from behind him and tries to shoot him. They kill him. Was he in the bathroom? I don't know. He just came in through a door.
He came in. Yeah, he came in through the front door.
Who was
That was
that
the front door?
mysterious stranger who used a door?
That was the front door, and it's just unnamed somebody who read the poster.
Yeah. Then he goes outside. Blake goes outside to sit down while nobody's inside, apparently getting tobacco. And he gets shot in the back by some rando.
Really just in the shoulder.
Yeah.
But still, now he's got a nut. I see you've collected more of the white man's metal.
Yeah.
I almost have the whole set.
So yeah, I'm just missing Vaporeon.
They take a canoe.
They take a canoe. He takes them by the river down to a village, where he walks through the village. The people looking at him. He collapses.
Very similar to the scene in Machine, walking down the central road.
Yeah, very reminiscent. The
way Johnny Depp falls on the ground after he gets out of the boat.
Yeah,
just like collapses. Exhibice, nobody is like presenting him, William Blake. He just collapses. Everybody kind of scoffs at him. It's like walk proud, William Blake, and he tries, but
yeah,
he's dying.
Yeah, there he gets a canoe. He wakes up in the canoe on a beach, wearing funeral dress, Native American funeral dress. Nobody.
On the celestial shore.
Yes, the Pacific, or the river Styx, or
exactly.
Yeah.
I'll meet God on your celestial shore.
Nobody told him earlier. It's like you need to go where the sea meets the sky.
Yep.
The Great Mirror or something like that.
Lake Erie.
So he pushes him out into the sea.
And I think there's a little photo. There's like a framed photo on Blake's chest when he's laying in the canoe. And I think it's like a picture of nobody when he was younger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm sure they made postcards of him as they traveled around. As a spectacle, that was a big thing.
Yeah.
Buy a card with a rendering or a photo.
He sends his buddy off with a picture of himself.
Yeah, I'll take this with you.
Yeah. So as he's floating out, Cole walks up behind nobody.
Sorry. Before this, when he pushes the boat out, nobody is shedding tears. Not a lot of tears, but there's a tear like running down his cheek.
Saw littering.
I have to send you this way, but I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah. So yeah, Cole comes up behind him. He tries to shoot at Blake, but then this is the funniest blocking and staging because they just very slowly turn towards each other and just shoot each other. Cole and nobody shoot each other. They both die or fall to the ground.
Presumably.
Yeah, they fall to the ground. Canoe drifts out to sea, and roll credits.
To Neil Young.
Yep.
To Neil Young. the captain into Neil Young.
The captain and Neil Young.
Do we really roll credits to Neil Young if Neil Young has been playing the whole time?
Yeah, he never stopped.
Neil Young doesn't stop playing while the credits are rolling. It's probably more accurate.
That is true.
He starts playing more for the credits. I don't know.
Yeah, he does a more spirited song
But I mean,
at that point.
His electric rust kind of sound
Yeah.
works for this machine.
Yeah.
Movie.
So I Googled it. He improvised the whole thing. Like they put the movie on and he just
played.
Yeah. Just put it
fucking
around.
riff.
Yeah, I
It
think he
sounds
had
like that.
Yeah.
I think he wrote the main theme.
Yeah, which is more
for it.
Yeah.
And sat down and recorded it because there's an acoustic guitar and then an electric guitar over it for the main titles. And then just the rest of the movie, they just like
and
just riff.
There's one and the end.
And it just goes with that theme, variations of that theme.
At the end, I think there's also some that has like piano, guitar, and some percussion even. So that is also a little more composed. But there's one point where there's an organ in it, which apparently he was also just riffing on.
There's a song with Lady Smith.
Honestly, the movie suffered a little bit because of the guitar throughout it. It really.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I think I
So
thought
you're
it
Roger
fit.
Ebert.
Well, it sounded cool, but like musically, what was happening just didn't work as well. It just didn't sound. It very much sounded like a guy playing the guitar in his bedroom.
I mean, yeah,
to me.
sure.
I don't care if it's Neil Young or Jesus Christ. If you're just making movie music, it's like
Jesus Christ, live at Budokan.
fucking crazy guitar player. man.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I said, he had a couple pedals and was just watching the movie and playing. I think the music fit thematically with the film in that the film.
I agree. It wasn't impressive.
Yeah, no, it wasn't like this is one of the great all-time scores, but I think it fit the film and what the film was attempting to do. But yeah, no, it wasn't like this is an incredible score.
No, I don't even mean it's a good. It's not really a score. I mean, and I'm not speaking for you, Brian, but yeah, it is just an occasional.
Well, and it just, I guess I just wanted something. I wanted something more from it, like thematically, even, like you can improvise if you can connect the pieces.
Sure.
Across the movies are just long,
Yeah, no, there was.
But if you think of it in the context of traveling to the underworld, maybe that's why it's got an echoey, caverny kind of.
Oh, like
scratchy,
again, the sound and everything was awesome, but it was just the notes he was playing seemed aimless.
It seemed
and that's me being generous.
Like maybe he could have like had a few leitmotifs that he would return to within the improvisation.
Yeah. Have a plan to come back around for a thing. Have a sting when nobody arrives on screen or something. Because it
like the Wonder Woman sting.
Yeah, for real. Or the Dune thing. Yeah,
the Dune.
But yeah, that's my major complaint is like by the end, the music is the thing that drove me off the rails. It was what made me fall asleep.
I think the fact that it is repetitive and droning, I think, is also part of it. The fact because like
a machine.
Yeah, and I mean it's interesting because he is just being processed through the machine of death at this point.
Yeah,
but yeah. No, I see your point, Brian. I 100% see your point.
It felt like a teenager who was overburdened with responsibility and like, well, that'll do it. I guess that's what you get. That's my project. Like, dude, you're gonna play the guitar for this movie. It's gonna be rad. And he's like, sure, yeah. We'll come down to the studio. What have you got? Show me the movie, man. Hit record. Let's go. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a different conversation than with Neil Young.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's like, so Neil, what have you got for this? Well, I'm just going to keep rocking.
Yeah, whatever I want. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I wrote that song, so just start recording.
Yeah, you can't tell me Sam Peckinpah was in the recording studio when Bob was doing Beckett. So I'm sure it would have been like, what? Have you seen my movies? Bloody messes, his movies. Like, imagine Bob doing Straw Dogs. All right.
It's just like anytime Bob's in fucking Pat Garrett, I would say something like, "Oh, he's over there." It's like, are you doing a Bob Dylan impression, Bob?
I think he was. There's a couple times where he's just spinning in a circle.
So yeah, that's Dead Man. I hadn't seen it probably since '96.
Oh, I've seen it since then.
I saw it at some point in the early 2000s. Some girl putting it on this and Crybaby and something else in a row.
Wow.
Look at Johnny Depp's depth.
Johnny, the depth of
Johnny's depth. Jeremy's iron.
Here's a ball. Perhaps you'd like to bounce it.
Ooh, got away from you there.
Yeah. Do we have any unanswered questions?
Well, just the ones we all know of. When does he die?
Yeah.
But that's the fun of the movie. Who knows?
Yeah. I don't think there were any questions that were unanswered that weren't meant to remain unanswered.
Right, like Iggy Pop's choice.
My question's more to Neil Young, and it's why not just get your shit together before you show up?
Neil, if you're listening.
Yeah, my question's to Neil Young, and it's like, it's Neil. When can I come listen to your extra special music listening room that you built for like $10 million?
Just wrote a Trump song, I think.
Neil Young wrote a lot of songs about stuff.
Brian, you're on mute.
Time.
What was that?
No, I'm over here talking about Neil Young. Like, does he even remember making this movie?
Oh, probably
2
not.
hours of his life.
Probably
this
not.
is like less time of his life than like rehearsing for a tour performance.
I mean,
this is less time than a set.
The live music he played was less than we saw him play at the concert I went to.
Yeah. Like,
oh yeah, we saw Neil Young
with
together.
Social D and Blind Melon. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a wild bill. Yeah. My favorite concert film is The Last Waltz, the band.
Yeah.
And you could see the cocaine on Neil Young's nostril. Like, it's still on his face.
He did not wipe his nose properly.
Yeah, I'm not making, that's not a euphemism or, not like he was so high. Like, you could see.
Didn't they like grease pen it out? I thought I remember reading that somewhere that they like grease the cocaine off of his nose for like broadcast.
Hey man,
or something.
he's released. He and Scorsese and Robert Robinson have released several versions. Yeah. It's almost George Lucas like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Here's the remastered one. Here's this. Oh look, it's the 25th anniversary.
Yeah, yeah. Only Star Wars and Blade Runner have more versions.
But yeah, Neil comes out and he is just
Is there a version with or without the N-word in the Last Waltz? Bob Dylan play Hurricane?
No, he did not play Hurricane.
Yeah, I think that was
no.
Last Waltz was before Hurricane was written,
that has,
right?
But Blade Runner has the N-word version.
Yeah. Hurricane was written or around the same time because he was doing Rolling Thunder when he stopped to do Last Waltz. But no, he did some very excellent versions of run-of-the-mill songs of his.
Yeah. Yeah, Last Waltz, pretty good. Pretty good concert film.
Oh,
lives up to the
my
hype.
favorite.
Yeah.
I love it. I watch it every Thanksgiving at least.
Yeah. So, all right. I think it's time we thumb Dead Man
As if we were Lance Henriksen.
Yes.
Just finger thumb that dead man.
Josh, where are you going on this one?
Oh, thumbs up. It's one of my favorite Westerns, contemporary or otherwise. I think Jarmusch's style just perfectly fits.
I came into adulthood watching that kind of movies too, so it's, I don't know.
I mean, just think of how quiet the West probably was.
Sure.
Long pauses.
Yeah, for sure. Brian, where are you going on it?
Thumbs up. I think I would have liked this more if I had seen this and paid attention to it when I saw it in high school. Because it had been, it was 10 years old at that point, or 8 years old or whatever. But yeah, I really liked it. It was fun. The concept is cool. It looks cool. Johnny Depp I could live without, but
But you're right, and I think Gene Siskel was right that it took me at least two to grasp that there was something going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just thought it was a beautifully. Yeah, I was like, wow, this is beautifully shot. These have people that I know and identify with.
I think that was the issue, was that it took a long time to realize that it wasn't just a guy wandering through a movie.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't just set pieces.
Yeah.
Took me at least two.
Still
Al?
deserving of a thumb.
Yeah. Al, you picked it. I'm guessing I know where you're going to go with this.
Yeah. Thumbs up. This isn't just one of my favorite Westerns. It's one of my favorite movies. Possibly in my top 5.
Nice.
I love the score. Unlike Brian. When the opening scene is over, they're shooting the buffalo and the credits come up. Like I did a little hand explosion when the dead man bones like split apart. That rockin' electric guitar comes in.
Those dead man bones, by the way, clearly made by a very early computer generated
font.
Yeah, font.
I've loved this movie since I first watched it and got it on DVD and seen it a lot of times over the years. I'm glad we got to fit it into our Western genre.
Same.
Yeah, for sure. I've really enjoyed the varied films we've been watching so far in the Westerns.
This is, interestingly, the second Western movie that we've seen that was black and white when it didn't need to be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
Yeah.
Arguably, it needed to be for the same reason that The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance needed to be black and white.
That's true. We did not mention beforehand that this is black and white, which is, it was made in 1996. That wasn't the standard by any means.
Well, it was made in 94,
sure.
But it was daring at the time, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I think we were the first marketable generation that was like, I don't want to watch black and white movies.
Yes.
I don't know. I remember that sentiment until I got to a certain age.
Though, right, had come out around this too.
Oh,
Aronofsky.
Yeah. No, that was a couple years later, I think. A year or two.
It enhanced,
I think.
Yeah.
The black and white enhanced this movie, because you're not getting distracted by all the colors.
Yeah.
And same with The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
The only modern filmmaker I knew who was intentionally choosing black and white at this point for non-financial reasons outside of Jim Jarmusch was probably Woody Allen.
Yeah, that's true. And it is interesting the choices you were saying, the choices we've made with this theme, because Wild Wild West, perfect example of a contemporary Western that just fell flat, was contemporary in all the wrong ways.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this, perfect example, modern faces, modern musicians, young actors, very old actors. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also am going up with this. I think I love this movie. But that brings us to next week. And next week will be our final Western in our Western miniseries. Not that we won't return to Westerns someday in the future. We only did 4. There's a few more out there that we could watch.
It's been fun.
Yeah, it has been. And the Western I'm choosing.
Oh my gosh, I've been waiting with bated breath.
So have I.
There's been 4 main contenders, honestly.
Yeah, actually, I had one contender, and then suddenly I started thinking about it. It's like, oh, you could pick this too. Anyway,
I'm going to be curious if the one I'm picking was one of them, because it was not. There was one that I had kind of decided early on I was going to do, and then I kind of changed my mind as I went on, as we went through the series. And the film we're going to be watching next week is Little Big Man.
Oh, yes. Emmett Crab.
Yep.
That's a great movie, man.
no, that was not one of the ones I was thinking of. But it's very you, Thoreau.
You showed it to me the first time, Thoreau.
Oh,
and I
okay.
remember, like my dad loves this movie. I watched it a lot. So we watched it at your house in Arbuckle.
It was one of my childhood Westerns that I watched over and over again. Yeah. And I haven't seen it in years either. So
I haven't seen it in years either. So how fun.
Well, anybody else got their other recommendations now that Thoreau has chosen his? I was gonna Butch and Sundance was my other weird, not really a Western.
It was on my
South
short
American.
list.
yeah,
The one that I was thinking of was The Quick and the Dead.
that was the one I was early on gonna do. I was 100% gonna do The Quick and the Dead, and then I just somewhere along the way changed my mind to Little Big Man, because we'd done, honestly, what kind of pushed me over the edge, because I'd been going back and forth, was that we had our last 2 were 90s Westerns.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's go to a different era.
Little Big Man's a good one.
Unforgiven was on my list.
Unforgiven was on my list too.
But yeah, I wanted to go
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Yeah, Tombstone.
Obviously, yeah. Tombstone.
Didn't we do Tombstone?
Nope.
I thought we did.
I thought we did The Quick and the Dead.
We have not done any of those. Yeah. So again, if we ever revisit Westerns in the future, we have plenty to choose from. I briefly thought about Silverado.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Or Kevin Kline.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, there's a lot of great choices out there.
Pat Garrett, Billy the Kid.
Pat
Garrett mentioned earlier.
Yeah,
I mean, we
almost chose that.
I mean, we haven't even talked about
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood ones. Yeah, exactly. So.
Yeah, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly is fantastic. But imagine if we had done that series instead of choosing individual, because then we would have just been like, this is dumb. This is the same thing again.
Over and over. Yeah. That is the good thing about the superhero movies, is that we rarely do, we don't do 2 Batmans in a row.
Yeah.
So, all right. Next time on Harmless Phosphorescence, we will be doing Little Big Man. Until then, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. This has been one of your hosts, Thoreau Smiley, and it's time for me to go back to where I came from, Cleveland.
I'm Josh Cece, and I'll just be over here talking to a bear.
Unsaddle your... Unsaddle your god... Unsaddle your goddamn horses. I'm Brian Lash.
Rome weren't built in a day. Of course, I wasn't overseeing that particular job. I'm Alaric Weber.
Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Yeah.